Our next guest was a top 5 finalist on America's Got Talent Season 2. From Independence, Missouri, he has just signed a record deal with Billy Dean's label, BDMG. His new single is called Good Show. Here's a clip.
Only thing that's on my mind is hold on tight and go to work. Survive the buck, the twist and jerk until I hear that whistle blow. 'Cause everybody loves a good show.
And I like that song. His name is Jason Pritchett. Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's so good to be here at the farm.
Now, you pretty much brought your boss with you. Billy Dean is here.
He wants to tag along everywhere we go. You know, I can't get rid of him, so here he is.
I'm just an acoustic guitar player now.
man.
I'm just a side man.
How did you guys hook up? How did the meeting occur, the original meeting?
You know what? I've performed several years in Branson, Missouri. You know, that's kind of named the live music capital of the world down there. And been there for about 13 years. Billy came to town about 2 years ago for a Kenny Rogers production called The Toy Shop.
Okay.
And at the time, I was unemployed, didn't have a show, and they were looking for a toy soldier. Stop laughing, Billy.
I got pictures, man. It's
So
awesome.
I turned it down several times. Said, "Man, I cannot go and be a nutcracker." on
He's
the
a
stage."
great nutcracker, man.
So anyway, I decided to go ahead and take the position. And for 2 months, spent time with Billy, and the first time Billy met me. Now don't let this leave this room. I know we're being taped by 14 GoPros and we're on the air, so I guess it's gonna leave the room. But
We got 7 listeners, man. Don't worry about it.
Hey, y'all 7, be quiet. Now. First time Billy met me, I was in a dance studio wearing dance shoes and tights as a nutcracker. I thought, what the heck? This is crazy, man. So I had to. No, Billy, really, I'm not a dancer. I just kind of move well. I just want to be a country music singer. And he gave me a look like, yeah, right.
Yeah, lose the tights.
All right, so in Branson, Missouri, what does it pay to wear a pair of tights as a toy soldier?
It doesn't pay enough, does it?
$25 and all you can drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit the road.
And you had to
So,
overcompensate with a huge hat now.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
That's called a Justin Moore look.
That's it, man.
It's
There you
getting
go.
deep in here, man. No.
So then what? It turned to country music. You said, man, I just want to sing.
Yeah, so we had like a cash party at one of our folks' house, and of course the guitar comes out. Guitar starts getting passed around, comes to me. I'm thinking, man, here's my chance. Here's my chance to show that I'm not a dancer. I'm a country music singer.
Right. Still
And,
wearing the tights, though.
No, I nixed the tights, boy. No, I played, and Billy and I hit it off, and my wife and his wife have made great friends, and just have grown this relationship to where it is now.
Yeah. Is the album on the way? Is it done? Do we have a release date?
We have a 5-song EP that's in production right now. It should be, it's being printed right now, so it should be ready in a couple weeks. The 5-song EP will be ready, a few weeks.
It's called Independence Cowboy, which is named after Independence, Missouri, and a song that we wrote together. I started writing with him last year. We just sat down and I said, tell me, what you know about what this, because, I was looking at some of his America's Got Talent footage and everything, and I could tell the show was kind of telling him what to sing, and it just didn't feel like this was the guy I knew, when I saw that. And then you can tell the rest of the story about how we ended up writing.
Yeah, Billy, I don't pride myself in being a songwriter. I'm learning my craft, but it's always good to be with a Grammy Award-winning songwriter, in your back pocket.
Right.
So Billy said, Just tell me about what it was like riding bulls back in the day in high school. And, I just started telling him stories. And he would stare me straight in the eye with a glazed look on his face, not even blinking. And I thought to myself, that sucker's writing this song in his head right now as we speak. And sure enough, man, he did. So I got a chance to put a few words like the and it.
No, that's not true, man.
How much do you have to contribute to get songwriting credit, Bill?
One word.
Just a word? That's it?
We're at the mercy of a good idea always, But I was always taught, one of the things I wanted to do was, I was taught in songwriting. I wanted to pass it on to Jason is show me, don't tell me in a song. Show it to me. And so it's, so I've never ridden bulls or anything like that, but just to hear him describe it and the things that he was writing down, you could just feel the pain and the sacrifice that these cowboys make, to go and to put on a good show, basically. And And so that's what he grew up doing in high school, being in Missouri. There's a lot of cowboy culture around where we are. And so we started writing that. And as we started this process of writing, other songs came to mind and other ideas. And I told Jason, I said, man, this is to me what's missing in country music is the Western. Let's put the Western back in country music. Country and Western was always kind of an old, it's kind of a tired brand, right? I said, let's resurrect it and make it cool again,
Well, what about Daisy Dukes and putting the tailgate down?
Tailgates and back roads and beer.
Beer.
We had one guy. We've had one person and that said, awesome. Man, something's missing in this song. And I said, yeah, I'll tell you what's missing is a girl in a pickup truck on a dirt road with ripped jeans and a beer in the console. That's in every other song. That's missing.
Right.
I can tell you that.
That's awesome, man. Hey, take me behind the scenes real quick of America's Got Talent. What was that like? Was it a learning experience? Was it a mile a minute? Was it just a blur? What was it like?
It was a blur, actually, to tell you the truth. But Billy is right. He hits the nail on the head when he says they pretty much tell you what to say.
Really?
And that's why I've had a hard time watching any kind of reality show since. And
give me an example. Give me an example of what do you mean they tell you what to say?
Well, they ask you a question, you start talking, they'll stop you mid-sentence. Hey, just say this. Just say this. Just say,
really?
If I were to win $1 million, it would be a life changer for me. Well, okay. That's what everyone would say,
right.
But that's not what I was saying before. Let me just finish my sentence, And I don't want to,
bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was fun. It was good exposure.
Yeah.
But
it was fake, wasn't it? It was all fake reality.
It was all fake. It wasn't even me singing. I don't know who that guy's voice was.
Well, I tell you what, Simon Cowell loved him though, man.
That was a pretty cool moment to get a call. When we made the top 10, we got a call from Simon Cowell.
Nice.
Because he's the executive producer of the whole thing, and so when he calls me up, man, I just about hit the floor, nervous wreck, and stuttering over my words, But he's a great guy, really cool individual. He plays a part on TV when he was on the American Idol, but he's a great guy. He's very encouraging for all the contestants, and so it was a cool experience for sure.
Do you have Simon's number in your phone?
I do not. I do not. I wish I did.
We're talking to Jason Pritchett live in the studio. The new single is called Good Show. We'll debut that in just a few moments. You want to do another song live for us?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We're going to do a little song I wrote about two gunfighters, about a young gunfighter and an old gunfighter. And why don't you play the role?
No,
of
I'm not playing the old gunfighter.
Right.
Every time we do this song, he wants me to be the old guy. It's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Here we go. Jason Pritchett, a little help from Billy Dean in the studio this morning on 100.9 The Farm.
Into town where a young man tried to gun him down. An Oklahoma kid thirsty for fame. The church bell rang right about noon. It sent a chill through the whole saloon as that kid called out that outlaw by first name. Come on, Billy.
And then the outlaw said, come on now, son, pull up a stool and I'll buy you one. There ain't no need for this kind of display. A whiskey shot an ounce ago, a good woman might save your soul. Cause if you're gonna live your life this way, you're already a dead man.
Yeah. You're already a dead man.
You gotta be quick on the draw,
Outrun the law.
and every time there's a winter call,
You're another year older.
a little bit slower.
A disappointment to your ma and pa.
Walk away son while you can, cause if you don't, you're already a dead man.
The business end of my 45 is the last thing you'll ever see alive. When the kid said that the outlaw made his move, a shout rang out, the kid went down, dead before he ever hit the ground. And I heard that outlaw say it just goes to prove
You're already a dead man.
yeah, you're already a dead man. Give it to me.
You You gotta be quick on the draw,
outrun the law.
and every time there's a winter and fall,
You're another year older,
a little bit slower.
a gunfighter with a fatal flaw.
And once you got blood on your hands, it's too late. You're already a dead man.
He threw a little silver on the bar, stepped outside of the evening star, climbed on his saddle, and as he fled, the last words that he said still echoes in my head.
I'm already a dead man.
Oh, I'm already a dead man.
'Cause I live on the run,
And I sleep with a gun,
I'm up early with the morning sun.
looking over my shoulder.
Another year older.
I can't trust just anyone. You can try and catch me if you can. Come on, boy.
But you won't. You're already a dead man. I sound like a dead man, that's right.
You're already a dead man. He's already a dead.
I'm already a dead man.
Dead man. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
What a cool song, man.
Billy Dean, Jason Pritchett, live in the studio this morning on 100.9 The Farm.